Good evening there, Slickers. We's walking down to Murkwood's house today. I mean, as you can see, it's just a beautiful day here in AZ. So, like I figured, let's just take us a walk. So, yeah, we're going to walk down. We're going to see what Murkwood up to. And I mean, like his house is so easy, like to get into. I can just go right into the backyard. We're just going to walk right in the back way here. That's how you know that you're at the right place. Murkwood, how dang, buddy? What's going on, man?
Why are you gonna show up on me like that, Wyatt? I mean, we was right in the middle of a national anthem here, and
That's what it looks like.
You got me all confuzzled.
But hot dang, boy. I mean, like, you sounded real good from out there. I was like, I must be at the right house.
You know what? I gotta let the neighbors know around here.
You gotta let them know what's going on.
Welcome, Wyatt.
Well, thank you, old Murkwood. I mean, it's good to be back over here, buddy.
Yeah. You can always count on old Murkwood. I'll be right here, like a big old rock.
I was here, at one time, and you kind of felt a little bit under the weather, but you're doing better now, so I mean...
I'm doing much better, man. Got that frog out my throat,
Frog? Was it an actual frog?
It was an actual frog.
You know what? I kind of thought that's what it was.
We got iced tea. We got iced tea. Like, what more needs to be said?
And now a word from our sponsors. Welcome right back to Hick the Slick. Now we just had some time to go and eat some supper and had some time to to regroup, and it kind of hit us that us just having a conversation is just really not that interesting. I mean, a lot of dead air. You know what I'm talking about? So we decided that we would kind of regroup and get us a game going here, because I mean, that's what makes the world go round. You know what I'm talking about? So what we're going to do here is we're going to play a game with the dictionary. For all you kids out there, this is a book. We finna give you an education here tonight. We're going to show you a game that I'm sure has been played for hundreds of years. You know what I'm talking about? It's going to be pretty exciting for you. So, make sure to tip your waiter. We're going to play this here game. Now, the first thing that you do is you kind of flip through it a little bit. The same to you, buddy. Just realized this. Now, my glasses are about the exact same color as this iced tea. So, as I look at it, it disappears. All right there, Murkwood. We're going to get going here.
Hot dang there, buddy. Let's see what we got. Well, round one. Let's see what we got. All right. Brew-esque. Oh, man. I don't even know how to start a sentence with that, but rough, short in manner, and blunt.
It is a dictionary, so you can kind of get an idea what the word is. I mean, this is good.
It's an adjective, so I mean, it's good.
Which is also another word.
This brew-esque man
was a quart low.
And he felt a little skittish.
And then an ox.
Well, she was a goddess.
And she stayed at the hotel called Shaft.
A knowledgeable man.
Had a little less than a quarter.
And all of a sudden, he felt unimportant.
But he still didn't have a license.
He takes everything in stride.
Until he became a minister.
And they said, "Hail to the king."
In walked his fiancée.
It was hard to peel all her layers back.
But eventually, he found a way to harmonize.
He didn't want to tarnish his reputation.
So he thought that he would give his mama jingle.
She was sitting on some kind of mound.
And that's when things really got hectic.
I felt it was necessary.
To make her some cookies.
She thought they were delightful.
But she still wouldn't listen.
So I told her a definitive truth.
And that was that she was about to blow a gasket in the ghetto.
I told her that she needs to come up with a new method to reach her minimum.
And that's when she made the choice to run the rodeo.
Her grandson was at that rodeo, and he's about to be a groom.
He had his first drink and then lost an ear.
He covered that with a scarf.
He was a bit small and a little skittish.
He was in all sorts of flout. So he decided to forge himself a new destiny.
And then he began to oxidize paper.
He also learned how to make a banana into a basketball.
He just played tennis.
Then he came upon a whole bushel of callous pigeons.
And then he went off to the reservation repeatedly.
He began to dial in the dimension.
Although the tribe had a fee, and he had to pay the tuition.
It wasn't until he started to embezzle that he learned how hard it was to endure.
At first, it was really hard to verify.
But then he found the daffodil that he loved so much.
And that's when the rain just began to pour and pound.
I came upon a fissure where all sorts of things seemed to flourish.
However, to his credit, he was still courageous.
Because he still had his plum. And with that plum, he ate it and dreamed of having a pool.
But after a while, he outgrew the other.
So he decided to make something original. But it was marginal.
He spent all of himself to split a spoonful of spray spread.
He was about to Hulk out. And everybody got hysterical.
And he did not ever squander the stable, even if it stained the stand.
He thought about what that meant to him, and he honestly didn't know.
So he was swift when he swam and when he swindled.
So he thought he'd write himself a little jingle while he was in his kayak.
And it was a constant consuming context.
It became a matter of where the mattress was to mature before it would melt.
But it was all about survival and swagger.
So he thought he'd set himself up a new estate where he could learn some ethics and how to evade evolution.
And that was exactly what he was trying to promote, as he was prone and proper.
And he was very fortunate to be able to look forward to a foul fracture.
And then there was a giant ghost who gave him a nasty glare as he was covered in glue and glitter.
It was still early on the earth. There could always be an earthquake to the east.
And that was a knucklehead. And also a lady who had a lamp on her lap.
And on a private island,
She shed a single tear because she had a temper. In Tennessee.
she had an itch. That within itself started to jade her all the way until January.